All right, Jalen, I'm sure you've been asked this a couple times, but just what has been the move been like to Tempe and kind of going from Washington and kind of different springs, if you will, I'm sure, weather-wise.
Yeah, it's been smooth so far. I've liked it a lot since I've been here. Everybody, welcomed me with open arms, and it's been a pretty easy transition. I've liked the staff a lot, I've liked the team a lot, so it's been good for sure.
Gotcha. You've been working extensively at the tackle position, but that group relatively seems to be one of the deeper ones at the O-line, as much as, for Arizona State fans, depth has been an issue in the past. But what has that competition been like for you, and just the competitiveness of spring so far?
It's been really good. I think that we've got a lot of really talented players in our room, and I think that's what you need. I think you need guys to be able to push each other, and I like how we've been able to move around and kind of play next to a lot of different people, get to know different people. So it's been really good so far. I think we've got a really good group. So
getting to know different people seems to be kind of the common trend as you guys become comfortable with each other. But what's that brotherhood become, and what's that brotherhood been like amongst the offensive line?
I think our group especially, like we all five have to play together. So I think that creating a really strong bond in our room is really important. So just coaches always harping on us, like eating together and hanging out together outside of the facility and stuff like that. So it's been really good getting to know the guys. So
in particular, what has Joey Sua meant to the group in terms of some of the health struggles he's had in his past, but as he kind of moves forward and is kind of a testament of what just bouncing back from life's tribulations.
Yeah, Joey's a really good kid. I think that, he's still figuring things out, just like, I was in his position last year. He's still a young guy. He's got a lot to learn, but I think that he's been doing a really good job just trying to lock in. And, I know a lot of the older guys are trying to take him under their wing and try to, help him along, but he's doing a really good job so far. So
I was talking to Issei about what you guys have done to become better collectively, just, as brothers and as a unit. What are some of the things that you guys have done outside of practice that have really just taken you guys to the next level?
Yeah, on the weekends, we get together on Saturday mornings, specifically like during winter conditioning and stuff. Not so much anymore because obviously we practice on Saturdays, but Saturday mornings we would get together in the mornings and then go out onto the field for a little bit and just walk through some stuff, do some technique stuff. So I think that that's really important in just building the cohesiveness of our group and getting to know each other, like I said earlier, because it's really important, especially for the O-line. So
talk about importance of just communication overall. What has that been like so far? 2 weeks in, but moving forward, what do you want to expect from the communication standpoint of the offensive line?
Just we got to over communicate. Just make sure that everybody's on the same page. We got 5 people got to work as one. So that's kind of been a big thing for Coach T. Just emphasizing to our group that we got to communicate really well and just over communicate. And I think that obviously there's some new stuff with Coach Arroyo, bringing in some of his stuff. So we just got to get on the same page and just communicate to the best of our ability. And I think that this is what this time is for, is just to get to know each other and how each other speak and get on the same page. So it's been good so far.
You talk about that over communicating. How crucial is that when you have so many guys that are switching positions? You see a couple guys playing center, like Sean Na was at center today. Yeah. How crucial is it when you have so many guys switching?
It's really important. I think that everybody in our group needs to be able to know all 5 positions, and I think that a lot of guys have done a really good job of that so far, so that when we get mixed up in different positions, people can still communicate and use the same terms and stuff like that. I think we've done a good job of that. But I think like I said, this is where you make mistakes and kind of learn each other and learn how to communicate the right way. So I think we've been doing a good job.
You guys had a pretty great week in terms of the run game, kind of taking the step up and showing some of those explosive plays. What does that do for you guys' confidence moving forward? And just Kenny Dillingham said this past week that you want to be you're going to wear a hat that says we run the football.
Yeah, for sure.
How do you guys want to just take that and run with it?
100%. I think that's part of what we want our identity to be. We want to be able to just run the ball on everybody, and I think that's where it starts with offense. We want to be able to run the ball and then run play action off of it. So I think that obviously, this week we've done a really good job, I think, of trying to establish a run and kind of find our identity in that. And I think the running backs have done a great job, finding the holes and stuff like that. So it's been good.